Okay, once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our science class. Okay, so students, this afternoon we will have a review of our lesson in chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay, again, we will have our review of our previous lesson in chapter 1 and chapter 2. This is the preparation for your midterm tests next week. Okay, so let's go back to your previous lesson. I want everybody to open their science textbook and open on this page. Just give me 1 second, class. Let me just go ahead and share the page for you, okay? All right, so open your book on chapter 1, which is life cycle of animals. So we will go ahead and review this lesson, okay? So I want everybody to follow me or to follow the slide that I'm showing. Okay, so let's start. So in chapter 1, we already discussed about different life cycles of animals. We have life cycle of butterfly. What else? Life cycle of butterfly. What else, class? Life cycle of a chicken. What else? Life cycle of a frog. And we also have life cycle of a cockroach. Right? So we have those life cycle. Okay, so let's start. So class, as we all know that there are 3 major things that animals and humans need to live and grow, okay? So does anyone know what are the 3 things animals need to live and grow? What are those? Number 1, we have, starts with letter A. We have air. Number 2, we have food. And number 3, we have water. Okay, so again, there are 3 things that animals need to live and grow: air, food, and water. Okay, let me ask you, Pan Pan Big, turn on your microphone. Pan Pan Big, what are the 3 things animals need to live and grow?
Air, food, water.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Pan Pan. So those are the 3 things that the animals need to live and grow: air, food, and water. Okay, so first we have air. Number 1, we have air. So air is made up of different gases. So those gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide. So those are the essential air that we need, okay? So when we breathe, we inhale oxygen, okay? And when we exhale, we release carbon dioxide. So when we inhale, that's oxygen, and when we exhale, that's carbon dioxide, okay? So next, food. So food are very important for animals to survive and to live. So there are 3 different types of animals according to the food they eat. Okay, again, there are 3 different types of animals according to the food that they eat. So for example, this one, tiger. So this kind of animal, they eat meat, okay? They eat meat. So they are called carnivores. Remember, for those animals who eat meat, they are called carnivores. And then for this type of animal, they eat alay. What do they eat? This one. What do they eat? Tiger eat meat,ใช่ไหม? Horse, they eat what?
Grass.
Grass or plants, okay? So they are called herbivores, all right? And we have monkey. So what do monkey eat? What do they eat?
Banana.
Banana. So banana is a fruit, right? So monkey, they eat, yeah, they also eat meat. So monkey, they eat both meat and plants. Okay, so tiger, they eat meat, they're called carnivores. So animal that eats plants, they are called herbivores. And animals who eat both meat and plants, they are called omnivores. Okay. All right, so next, water. So water is also important for the animals. So animals need water for their bodies to work properly, because if they don't have enough water in their body, they might die and they might feel so weak. Okay, so example class, this animal is a camel, right? So camel, they can survive 7 months without drinking water because they have or they reserve water from their body. So as you can see, this one, you see this bump right here. So this is actually like the storage where water are stored. Okay, so again, the 3 things that the animals need to live and grow is air, food, and water. Okay. Now, let's try to review this statement class. So for number 1, just tell me if it's true or false, okay? Just to make sure that you have the correct answer in your textbook. So for number 1, animals can make their own food. Is it true or is it false? So this one is false. Okay. Number 2, some animals do not need water to stay alive. Is it true or is it false? False. Okay. Number 3, animals need nutrients for their bodies to grow and develop. Is it true or is it false? It's true. And number 4, animals need carbon dioxide in the air to make energy. Is it true or is it false? False. Okay, so that's false, false, true, and false. All right, next, let's proceed to life cycle. So as I mentioned earlier, we have different types of animals who have different kinds of life cycle, okay? So what is life cycle? Tamleng, what is life cycle? Life cycle aray.
Living things go the
Pick up your table.
life cycles. A life cycle is all the stage that
Stages.
a living thing stages that a living thing goes
Through
through as it grows, reproduce,
reproduces,
reproduces, and dies. A new life cycle starts when the living thing produces young.
okay, very good. let me read one more time. So what is a life cycle, class? So a life cycle is all the stages that a living thing goes through as it grows, reproduces, and dies, okay? So a new life cycle starts when the living things produces a young. So from egg, from after egg, they develop into something, and then the end or the last part of the cycle, they will become adult. It could be adult butterfly, it could be adult frog, it could be adult cockroach. Okay. All right, so let us see what are the life cycle of different animals. So first, so we have the life cycle of a chicken. Class, what are the stages? What are the stages of a life cycle of a chicken? What is the first stage? What is the first stage?
Egg.
Egg, okay. Second stage,
Chick.
chick. Third stage,
Chicken.
chicken. How many stages life cycle of a chicken has? How many life cycle? No, how many stages? One, two, and three. So there are three stages, okay? Remember that. Okay, now let's proceed to eggs. All right, so this is the part of an egg, class. Okay, so egg consists of, what do you call?
Good.
Yolk. This is a yolk, okay? And then this one,
Eggshell.
eggshell, okay. And what about this one? Egg alay. This one, egg. That's egg white. Okay, so we have, okay, we have eggshell, and this one is the egg white. All right. Now let's proceed to chick. So this is the chick, okay? It hatches from an egg. So usually or commonly, the chick, they uses their tooth to break the eggshell. So for example, look at this picture. So they use this part to break the egg. Okay, see that break? They use this part to break the egg. So that's what you call egg tooth. All right, so this is called egg tooth because they use this to break the eggshell. Okay, next. Okay, so we have the chicken. So we have the adult chicken. We have the male chicken. And we have the female chicken. What do you call the male chicken? What do you call? What do you call the male chicken, class?
Chick.
Male chicken to alay. What is the name of the male chicken?
Rooster.
Rooster, okay. And what about the female chicken? What do you call?
Hen.
Hen, okay, very good. All right. Now let's try to see the life cycle of a frog. Now, does anyone tell me how many stages does the life cycle of a frog? How many stages does it has? How many stages, class? How many stages?
Three.
Okay. What is the first stage?
Egg.
Second stage.
Apple.
Third stage.
Adult.
Okay, very good. So remember that the egg or the frog, they lay eggs in the water. Okay, again, the frog, they mostly lay their eggs in the water or in water. Next, tadpole. So a tadpole hatches from an egg. So from egg and then tadpole, and then tadpole, they can only live in the water. Okay, again, tadpole, they can only live in the water. They cannot live on land. Okay, again, they only live in the water. Live in water. So they cannot live on land, only in water. All right. And tadpole, they have gills to breathe. So they have gills over here. So they can breathe under the water. All right. And the next one is we have the adult frog. Adult frog. This one. Adult frog can live in the water and in land. Okay, so they can live on the water, in the water, and on land. Do you understand? Frog, they can live on land and in water. Okay, but tadpole, they cannot live on land. They can only live in the water. Okay, next. So we have the life cycle of a cockroach. Cockroach. How many stages? How many stages the life cycle of a cockroach?
Three.
3 stages. What is the first stage?
Egg.
Egg. And egg, it's inside, alay. The egg is inside egg case. Very good. So this is the egg case class, and inside the egg case, there are many eggs. So what is the second stage? Second stage of the life cycle of cockroach. What is the second stage?
Neem.
Neem, okay. Neem, do they have wings? Knee wings, Mai? Yes or no? Neem, knee wings, Mai? Do they have wings?
No.
No. So neem don't have a wings. So after neem, what is the last stage? What is the third stage?
Adult.
Adult alay. Adult.
Adult.
Okay. All right, everybody say cockroach. Cockroach.
Cockroach.
Adult cockroach. Okay. Adult cockroach, do they have wings? Yes or no? Do they have? Me wings, my adult cockroach, do they have wings?
Yes.
Yes, so they have wings, okay? But nymph, they don't have, okay? All right, so class, remember that the egg of the cockroach, they can lay, or I mean, the adult cockroach can lay 40 eggs at a time. Imagine 40 eggs. So that's a lot. And then in one egg case, there are 10 or 50 eggs inside. So example, any egg case, Chemai. This is the egg case. And they're like 40 or 50 eggs inside. So these are eggs. So this one are eggs inside. And this is the egg case. Do you understand? So again, this one right here are the eggs. And this one is the egg case, just like this. All right, now let's proceed to nymph. So like I said earlier, class, nymph, they don't have wings, okay? Remember, they don't have wings. They hatches from an egg, all right? And then the last one is the adult cockroach. So adult cockroach have 2 pairs of wings. How many pairs of wings do they have? How many pairs of wings? How many pairs of wings does the cockroach have? How many? So there are 2 pairs, okay? They have 2 pairs of wings. All right. Now let's proceed to the life cycle of a butterfly. Now, how many stages in life cycle of a butterfly? How many stages? How many stages, class? 4, okay. What is the first stage?
Egg.
Egg, okay. Second stage?
Lava.
Larva, okay. What about the third
Pupa.
stage? Pupa,
Pupa.
okay. And then what about the fourth stage?
Adult butterfly. Adult butterfly.
Okay, very good. So again, there are 4 stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. Number 1 is egg. Number 2 is larva. Number 3 is pupa. And number 4 is adult butterfly. Okay. All right. Now, let's try to review this one. So we have the young animals here. What is the adult animal? I mean, what is the adult or the mother of this animal? So we have young, tadpole. What is the adult one?
Adult frog.
Adult frog, okay. We have the chick. What is the adult for chick?
Chicken.
Chicken, okay. What is the adult for larva or pupa?
Butterfly.
Adult butterfly. What is the adult for nymph?
Adult cockroach.
Adult cockroach. Okay, very good. All right. Now let's review what are the things that we need to do to protect the animals. Okay, so there are three things. Number 1, Ushi.
Peter Maria, may I go to the toilet, please?
Yes, you may.
We shall pick up litter to keep our beaches clean.
Okay, very good. So when we say litter, class, these are the waste materials. This one, garbage, okay? Those are litter. Okay, that's what you call litter. Those are the waste materials. All right, so the first thing we do is we should pick up the litter to keep our beaches clean. Okay, so avoid throwing garbage on the beaches. All right, next. Pot big. What is the second thing that we need to do? Hot big. What is the second thing that we need to do to protect?
Keep animal
In their
their
natural.
natural homes.
Okay, so example, this picture. Do not do this, okay? Do not do this. Like, just leave the animals in their natural home. For example, this one, this is a nest, and it has bird and it has egg. So don't do this, okay? May die. All right. Number 3. Kaimok. Where's Kaimok? Oh, Kaimok is absent. All right, I'm gonna call another name. Mukmai.
Get your pet from an animal shelter.
Okay, very good. So class, for example, if you want to take care of an animal or if you want to have pet, you can just go to the animal shelter, okay? So you can buy or maybe you can ask permission to take care of a pet, like for example, dog, cat, or fish. So you can just go to the animal shelter, okay? All right. Now for this one, what are the ways or what is the thing that we should do to protect the animals? Which one is correct? Which statement is good? Statement 1, 2, or 3? Which one should we tick? 1. Okay, what is 1? Tamlung, what is 1?
We should not litter as our rabbits can harm animals.
Okay, very good. So that means we should not throw our garbage from, or we should not throw our garbage to other places like beaches or parks or whatever or wherever, okay? So it will not harm animals. All right, so what about this one? Let's try to review this. Number 1, animals need blank and blank to produce energy. What is the answer for number 1, class? Do you still remember? Animals need blank and blank to produce energy. Look at your book.
Sugar
Sugar
and oxygen.
and oxygen. Okay. Number 2. I'm going to call a name now. What about Tonam? Tonam, number 2.
Young.
ดังหน่อย
ยัง
Okay, can you read number 2?
ดังๆไม่ได้ยิน
Can you read number 2 with your correct answer?
อ่านทั้งหมดเลย
The young for a butterfly is
Is also called.
is also
it also
พ่อ
called
อะไร อะไร caterpillar
cat called a caterpillar
อ่านใหม่อ่านช้าจังอ่านใหม่เดอะยังอะไร
the young for the young for
the young of
the young of
โอ้ตาย
a butterfly is also
พ่อ
called a caterpillar.
Okay, very good. So the young of a butterfly is also called a caterpillar. Okay, remember that word. All right, now let's proceed to number 3. Number 3, what about ivy? Number 3, ivy. A female.
A female chicken is
Called.
called a hen.
Okay.
A male chicken is called a
Called alay.
rooster.
Rooster. Okay. Again, a female chicken is called a hen. A male chicken is called a rooster. All right. Now, number 4. Number 4, I want to hear. Who's she? Number 4.
As the cockroach name grows bigger, it sheds its skin. This process is called molting.
Molting. Okay. Again, as the cockroach nymph grows bigger, it sheds its skin. This process is called molting. Okay. So when the nymph is growing, so the skin is shedding. So that process is called molting. Okay. All right, and number 5, what about Tun Cow? Number 5. Tun Cow number 5, please. Tun Cow, can you hear me? Tun Cow, can you hear me? All right, what about photo number 5?
A frog
Breathes
breathes
through
through its lungs and in
while
right a temple. breathe
through
through its grow
gills.
live
Okay, again, the frog, they breathe through their lungs and skin, okay? But the tadpole, they breathe through their gills over here, okay? Again, the frog, they breathe through their lungs and skin, but the tadpole, they breathe through their gills because tadpole, they can only live in the water. Tadpole cannot live on land. However, the frog, they can live both water and land. All right. Okay, so that ends chapter 1. So here are the summary of chapter 1. So we have animals. Again, what are the needs of animals, class? What are the needs? What are the needs of the animals to live and survive? Class, what are the things that the animals need to live and survive? We have
water, food, oxygen in the air.
okay, and then animals go through life cycles, all right? So life cycles could be 3 stages or it could be 4 stages. What are the animals? What are the animals that has 3 stages? What are the animals that has 3 stages? What are those animals, class, that has 3 stages? We have chicken, frogs, and cockroaches, okay? 3 stages. What about life cycle that has 4 stages?
Butterfly.
Okay, butterfly. All right, I want to ask Hushi. Hushi, can you turn on your microphone? Hushi, what are the things that the animals need to live and survive? What are the needs? What are the needs of the animals to live and survive?
Water, food, oxygen in the air.
Very good. Water, food, and oxygen in the air. Okay, what are the examples? Hushi, it's you again. Do not turn off your microphone. Yeah, turn on your microphone. I have another question. What are the animals that has 3 stages? What are the animals that has 3 stages?
Fox, cockroach, chicken.
Okay, and what is the animal that has 4 stages?
Butterfly.
Okay, and life cycle could be divided into different stages. What are those stages?
3 stages and 4 stages.
Okay, very good. Next, I have a question for Tam Leng. Tam Leng, turn on your microphone, please. Okay, Tam Leng, my question is, what are the stages of the butterfly? What are the stages of a life cycle of a butterfly? Start from number 1.
Egg, larva, pupa. Adult butterfly.
Okay, very good. And this question goes to Chompu. Turn on your microphone, please. What are the stages in the life cycle of a frog? Chompu, what are the stages in the life cycle of a frog?
Their stick.
Again, what are the stages? What are the stages in the life cycle of a frog? Kaujay Mai? Okay, who wants to answer the question? Raise your hand. Who wants to answer the question? What are the stages in the life cycle of a frog? Who wants to answer? What are the stages in the life cycle of a frog? That's very easy, na? Who wants to answer? What are the stages in the life cycle of a frog? Raise your hand. Who wants to answer? Class, it's very okay. Hushi, you're raising your hand. Hushi, do you want to answer? What are the stages? Oh, you forgot, class. Okay, Pan Big.
Egg. Teleport. Adult frog.
Very good. So those are the stages in the life cycle of a frog. Okay, next question. Okay, listen to my next question. What are the stages in the life cycle of a cockroach? Again, what are the stages in the life cycle of a cockroach? Raise your hand. What are the stages in the life cycle of a cockroach? Okay, Hushi.
Egg.
Mm-hmm.
Name. And adult cockroach.
Very good. Okay, next question. What are the stages in the life cycle of a chicken? What are the stages? Okay, I see Pan, you're raising your hand.
Egg. Chicken.
Very good. What do you call a female chicken? What do you call a female chicken?
Hen.
Very good. What do you call a male chicken?
Rooster.
Very good. What are the parts of an egg? What are the parts of an egg? Chicken egg, not chicken egg. What are the parts of the chicken egg? Parts aray. What are the 3 parts of a chicken egg? What are the three parts of the chicken egg?
Your egg cells,
Yolk,
egg white,
egg white,
egg cells.
eggshell. Very good. Class, I only hear pan pan big. What happened to the other students? I only hear pan pan. What about the other students? Okay, another question. Okay, another question. What do you call when the nymph grow bigger and it shedded its skin? What do you call the process? Process aray. Process aray. When the nymph grow bigger and it sheds its skin. What do you call? Again, what do you call when the nymph grow bigger and the skin of the nymph sheds? It sheds. What do you call that process? What do you call? Start with letter M. When the nymph grow bigger and its skin will shed. What do you call that process?
Molting.
Ah, Tamling, good job. Molting. Can you spell molting, Tamling?
MOULTING.
Ah, very good. Okay, next question. Next question. What are the three things that we need to do to protect the animals? Again, what are the three things that we should do to protect the animals? What do we need to do to protect the animals? Look at your book. It's in your book. What should we do to protect the animals? Anyone? What should we do to protect the animals? Class?
Feed them.
Leung, what is your answer? Again, please. You can read your book. It's in your book. What are the three things that we need to do to protect the animals? Okay, Hushi.
Leave animal in the natural home.
Okay, what else?
Get your pet from an animal shelter.
Very good. What else? One more.
Our litter can harm animals in the environment.
Okay, good job. All right, so those are the things that we need to do to protect our animals. All right, class, who can explain the summary? Okay, who can explain this summary? I will do it first, okay? Let's try. So everybody listen, okay? Listen, everyone. Animals need water. Animals need food. Animals need oxygen in the air. Popeye. Animals go through, again, animals go through life cycles. Again, animals.
Teacher, may I go to the toilet?
Yes, you may. Animals go through life cycles. Life cycles can have 3 stages. Life cycles can have 3 stages, such as frogs, such as cockroaches, such as chickens. Animals go through life cycles, can have 4 stages, such as butterflies. Again, so need, go through, can have, such as. Okay, who can explain this summary? Anyone? Who can do it? Who can do it, class? I'm going to choose. Let's try Tumbling. I know you can do this. Tumbling. Can you turn on your microphone? Follow the arrow, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Animals. May I go to toilet, please?
Yes, you may.
Animal needs water. Animal needs food. Animal need oxygen in the air. Animal go through life cycle, can have 3
Stages.
stages, such as chickens, cockroach, such as frogs.
Okay, this one.
Animals go through life cycle, can have 4 stages, such as butterflies.
Yes, good job, Tumbling. Okay, good job. All right. Okay, I think that's all for today, everyone. And I hope you will study your lesson chapter 1 and chapter 2, okay? That's gonna be your midterm tests, okay? So study your workbook and your textbook, chapter 1 and chapter 2. That's the coverage for your midterm test next week, okay? All right, thank you, students.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher Maria.
Thank you.
See you again tomorrow. See you.